Hello and a very good evening from me, Bob Ballard. Welcome to the Fraport Arena in Frankfurt for the last game of the regular season in the Basketball Champions League for the Fraport Skyliners and Ironi Nahariya. It's the battle for 5th place in Group A. They may just both come up short here. It looks like they will. Yes, if you've been counting using those fingers and toes, you will realize that we have reached game number 14. And this may be where it ends for the Skyliners and for Nahariya. AS Monaco, Banvit, Nymburk and Aris have already booked their places in the next stage from this group. As you'll see, all the games in Group A, final games, will tip off at the same time. So we're away at 8 local, as is Monaco Aris, Back and Bears Banvit, and Helios Suns home tie as well. A few things to be sorted out in the top 4, but this will be for the bragging rights, if you can call it that, for 5th place. The Israeli side were 75-54 winners in their first meeting back in November. And the Skyliners are looking for their 3rd straight win. They finished with 21 points. Defeat of Nahariya will finish above them, because that's how things look now. So you can see top 4 are sorted. The order not, but we know that Monaco, Banvit, Nymburk and Aris will be the teams going through. Looks like Monaco in the pole position, and a few head-to-heads to be worked out as the evening goes on. We'll try and keep you across those games as well. Now, the German side must have had nightmares about Gilbert Brown in a low-scoring game last time round. He got 23 points. Let's see what kind of efforts they make to keep him quiet. 4 players getting into double figures from Skyliners in that lineup. This is the Nahariya lineup. Eric Al-Falsi, their coach. And Yancey Gates is definitely the man to watch. Ranked 18th of all Champions League players this season, averaging nearly 19 points a game, including 24 against Helios. Hasn't quite got to those dizzy heights yet. And that's the man we need to concentrate on for the Skyliners. The man who's only played 3 games for them is averaging over 18 points, wearing number 5, AJ English. 2,000 college points he got when he was in Iona, and only arrived with the club in January, and so 55 points in 3 games, including 24 against the Back and Bears, 13 rebounds collectively across those 3 games as well. So he's the hot shot at the moment, and he's come right into this team, and maybe they'll be looking back thinking, well, should we have brought him in earlier? Might have had a real impact. Well, he's had a real impact in the 3 games he's been involved in here so far. But, as I mentioned, this game is now, sadly, and qualification is now beyond these 2. 5th place is what they're looking at. Can't get top 4, but of course it comes down to the best top 5 teams. There'll be a lot of calculations going on. The stats men will be busy a little later on in the evening as we welcome onto the court the visitors from Israel. Strange kind of campaign for them. When they've been good, they've been very, very good. But when they've been off colour, they've been horrid. And there'll be a lot of going back over old DVDs, over old videos, as we used to say in the old days, for us old-timers. Just checking exactly why they came up short. Because there were times when they looked like they wouldn't, and times when they would be challenging for that top 4. A couple of games earlier in the season, and they looked like they were starting to get things clicking. Things were starting to bed in, but the continuity and consistency just has not been there for the Israeli team during the course of the year. Now, the Germans, certainly, one thing they would want to do tonight is finish with a flourish. Kwame Vaughan, AJ English leading off the lineup, and Tommy Vaughan has been very impressive right across the campaign, because he's been here since the start with 176 points. AJ English, as we mentioned, came in belatedly, has had a real stellar impact on the team. Got quite a few players who've knocked up over 100 points in the campaign so far. Qantas Robertson being one, Michael Morrison being another. And in terms of leading scorers, it goes to Siobhan Shields with 182 points. And also a very good average from three-point range, nearly hitting 1 in 2. So for the outside shooter, he might well be the option they go to. Very low scoring game, as I mentioned. They won back in November. Germans struggling to get over 50 points, but now they've got a bit more firepower, a few more weapons, and can they get it tight? Win for the Germans tonight, and 5th place is secured. They lose, Nahariya, and they finish on level points, but of course their head-to-heads would go the way of the Israelis. Nice compact little stadium here. That's a little arena. Close to the court, and the men who will be deciding on the calls. The officials tonight, we're just going to give you a close-up on them in just a moment. So before we actually see them, they come from France, Latvia and Spain tonight. And right on cue, here they are. Edi Viata, Martins Kozlovskis of Latvia, and from Spain, Oscar Perea. Well, on recent indications, certainly the Germans in finishing this group stage in fine form. I think we're in for a tighter game than we saw when they met in Israel back in November. Coming down to whether the big men, Nancy Gates, will be looking, I imagine, 250 is probably out of range now, 219. That's the starting 5 for the Israeli team. And if Berkovitz is in there, son of Mickey, of course. There's days on the Israeli national team. It's called the Iceman. They love those big occasions. Eric Alfassi is the Nahariya coach. And similarly, the journey back to Israel tomorrow, he'll be hoping they've got something to take out of this. 5th place would be a consolation prize, at least, as we look at the starting 5 for the Germans. Tommy Vaughan mentioned they're not starting with AJ English. They're going for their leading scorer as the forward. That's Siobhan Shields. Talking about his range from three-point range this year, been rebounding well as well. And Gordon Herbert is the Fraport coach. Frankfurt, of course, is where we are. Quite a new team in Frankfurt. They've only been going for 18 years. Won Bundesliga title back in 2004. Israeli team been active for a bit longer, 1970s when they started. Maybe a few more walk-ups tonight. It'll be good to give them a good send-off after what's been a very competitive campaign for both teams. And so they match up pretty well tonight. I think we're going to see a few outside shots. Their three-point range are pretty similar. Free throws pretty similar. It's most of the stats match up pretty well, and they could end up with exactly the same points as well tonight if the results go the Israeli way. Yeah, I think that's very advisable. That kid's smart. I think they're noise defenders rather than headphones, but it's for a little intimate venue, and this is that. It's quite a noisy little atmosphere tonight. Hoping for about 5,000 or thereabouts inside this building. We're hoping the camera doesn't get trained on them. Avoid our roving cameraman at all costs. Or as the Israelis bring a few. There's a noise in here, isn't it? Well, everything will subside very shortly as we get this final game of the group stage in Frankfurt in Group A. The three other games starting at the same time. Monaco Aris just about to tip off at the same time. Bears and Ambit as well. And Helios just about to start their match. Their game will be underway very, very shortly. We are on tenterhooks, ready to go. To battle commence. Blue worn by the German team. Israelis in their majority white strip. The brand will up with the first tip, though he won't win it. Frankfurt do. With Kwame Vaughan, Robertson, Morrison. Just back it in, back it in, back it in. That's strong and that's forceful, that's good. Opening two for the German side. Good opening work for Robertson, puts them on the board. Looking to go post, trying to go into the paint, trying to turn, trying to spin, trying to find some way in. Is Gilbert Brown, the man who caused them so many problems when they met back in November. Gilbert Brown almost travelled. Oh, it was nice. Very nice. All string opening three for Gilbert Brown. Second season with the Israeli team. 2 point on the line. Robertson keeping a bit deeper this time. Morrison, nice play over the top, but nobody else to force it back into. Is the intercept going to come from Ironi Nahariya? It is. Nash up for two, gets fouled in the act of shooting, so it'll be two from the line. First foul of the game coming up there. It's one of those that he had to foul. Morrison didn't really have much of an option, did he? Trying to stop the two. Might still stop the two from the free throw line, but that's the opening basket for Nahariya. We can add two more here. Ironi Nahariya. Yeah, free throws have been a bit of their Achilles heel. Nahariya, they've not been that great from the line this year. Those bonus points have not been snapped up as often as they should have been. That one is, though, 1 from 2 for Ironi Nahariya. That's his particular tally underway, and the lead is a slender one for Nahariya. Got 2 meters 1, 7 from the Brown there. Just trying to prevent any advancing for Kwame Vaughan. Vaughan's going to go for the 3, and that's just a little bit too long, but they'll get the rebound, poked back in, and the foul committed under the hoop. The foul is an offensive foul. The ball will be back. Here's Kitchen. Nice. Right, again into the low post, trying to find Gilbert Brown. Again, and they're finding it difficult to keep him quiet, as they did throughout that game in November. Bogovitz. He's got too many options, but now finds one in Gilbert Brown. Brown's going to go baseline and is going to get the foul. Now called on Siobhan Shields. First of the game. Scrappy opening here really got much fluidity. We've been on the free throw line twice now in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, just going back to what I was saying before, that has not been something you look back on with much fondness. Free throws have been erratic, shall we say. That's 0 for 2. There's the foul. Brown commits the foul as Yancey goes for trying to get away. Brown fouls. I think just thinking about the free throws he just missed. Commits the foul. And Yancey Gates will be involved, but it's very sloppy by the home side. Berkowitz again looking for the outlet pass. Go a bit more rotation here, but maybe it's Gildebrand, but Kitchen's going to make the move. Goes to Gilbert Brown. Brown again gets the foul, and that will be against Quantez Robertson. It's a bit of a stuttering start here from both teams. There's no real floor craft able to be performed because getting stopped in their tracks. Berkowitz. Now the options for Gildebrand. Nice rotation. Have they got the three? Just got it in before the buzzer, and was he caught? Official says yes. Was caught by Michael Morrison. And just sit there and admire the view. Derwin Kitchen for a moment. As into the action for the first time comes Nicholas Keel. It's only 5 points in the first 2.5 minutes. That's all we have. Free throws missed, chances missed. This one may not be missed. Well, it's good rejection. Good work straight into the action, and a rejection immediately from Nicholas Keel. Brown enjoyed that. Got himself right in the position. Probably wasn't going in anyway, but he wasn't to know that. Finding it hard to escape this trap. Good trap by the Israeli team. Going full court very early. And I don't think they were quite expecting it. I'm sure they weren't expecting it because it's at 6 and 7, so know exactly how to escape it. Nash is the gives it away this time. It's 3 minutes gone and only 5 points on the board. It's a rarity. Well, the last encounter was quite a low-scoring one. Remember, the Germans only got just over 50 points. At the moment, it's not a great look. Now, there's a real desperation shot by the Israeli team. This might be a bit more time for the setup. That's short. If you had money on a lot of points in the first quarter, I think you're in trouble. But there's a three. That breaks the stranglehold a little bit from Jonathan Gildebrand. Picked his position nicely, had loads of time to set up. And Gildebrand gets his three. There's another foul. It's been that kind of stop-start game so far. Too many fouls really been accumulated, so team fouls are going to come into action pretty soon, you would think. But with 4 now. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. He's had a real impact early in the game, hasn't he? Nicholas Keel with that rejection. And then that three-pointer puts them right back in it. And then there's the reaction from Nahariya at the other end. And 8-5. So Nahariya with the three-pointer. So back-to-back threes. Vaughan. There's the foul. Into the hoop again. Kitchen's going to be the man. He's going to have to raise his hand. At the other end, Ironi Nash. It was the lovely bit of play for the Germans, for Nicholas Kiel. Forceful play, but he couldn't take it. Sam Kiel, having tooked him up, wasn't able to carry the ball with him and get the shot away, so there's the turnover. Gonna go for the big man outside for three. Oh, he's on form tonight. Picking cherries is what he's doing. Back-to-back threes for Skjoldebrand, and the lead now 6 all of a sudden. We're getting that scoreboard rattling along, 11-5. Much, much better. Last touch came off the Israeli. Yeah, so we went all that time with barely any points. What was it, 5 points for a while, now also we're up into 16. Exactly massive territory, but the scoreboard is now ticking along. The Germans looking for a way. Now don't give this man a chance, because he's already shown us with 2 threes, and he comes, well, the little finger roll for 2 doesn't fall. So the easier opportunity is not his this time. Up for no points, and those rebounds pretty much every time are being picked up by the men in white. We've got a little bit more of a surge on now. Skjoldebrand, here's Kitchen. Just again, slightly losing control of the ball, but getting it back under control, and that's going to be basket interference, and it'll be 2 more for Nahariya. They'll go to 13, and yeah, timeout time. Very much needed for Gordon Herbert at this stage, with the biggest lead of the game for the Israelis. The Germans need to put a break on this.
We can't lead. Hey, and if we get a trap, it's got to be aggressive. Hand. They can't throw the pass. Hey, we got to match up. We got to match up on the shooter. 83, we got to match up on. We got 2 wide open shots. Right now, we got to play as a team.
About to say, can you wait till the iPhone gets to you, please, coach? A bit too late. 13-5. And I tell you elsewhere, in Group A, 12 apiece between Monaco and Aris. And they're about the same point into the game as we are. And it rushed away to a 17-6 lead against Bears. And they are 17-7. There's all the Group A games being played at the same time. 13-5 here. The Germans have huffed and puffed, but not blown anybody's house down yet. English, Vaughan, Robertson for 3. They needed that. They definitely needed that. Maybe a bit of impetus now, as Robertson becomes the second of the home side's players to get a 3-pointer. Kitchen works his way inside. Back out again for Kitchen. Shot clock down to 1. It's okay, came back off the ring. And it'll be German ball again with Nicholas Kiel. Bit more pace, bit more oomph, bit more emphasis on trying to get the ball down the court quickly, but nothing much happening. It'll be foul. Going for the confirmation on that one. I think it's probably on Skjoldebrand, is it? Let's have a look. It goes in. (13-8). 5-point ball game. It's taken a while for the blue touch paper to be lit. And now both teams getting into foul trouble. Nash, latest one to put a cross against his name. 3:18 remains, so we're going to have a lot of free throws very likely in the remaining part of this first quarter. Second foul for Nash. And to the line. First on 2 for Sean Huff. Try and trim that lead down to 3. Which he does. First 2 from 2 from the free throw line. In fact, the first free throws for the Skyliners tonight. And they pop them both in. So 3 points between the two teams. It's really being rotated out of this. Didn't play as much last time I saw them. Robertson involved. Here's Vaughan. Looking for the 3 was English. English is going to go for the 2 instead, and then has to do a little pirouette, and beautifully 2. And gets the 2, and that's why he's been scoring points for fun. 55 in 3 games, averaging over 18 a game, and that's going to be a foul on Sean Huff. This will take Nahariya to the free throw line. Keel with 5, leading scorer for the home team at the moment. Skilder-Brown with 6, both 3-pointers for the away team. You mentioned Janssen Gates yet. Hasn't contributed anything points-wise, but here's his first chance to do just that. Averaging 19 a game. And yeah, pretty decent for the free throw line. Rebounds and points are really what to catch your eye with his stats this year. 78 rebounds, 219 points before that. 220, can he make it 221? Yep, he can. Nice to get a loft on that. And 2 from 2. And that lead back up to 3 points. Quite a long first quarter, seems to have been. AJ English will take a drive, will push it back out. Has a look, did Huff. Then it's a rather speculative attempt, but they're going to get it back to the ring, and then we'll get a reset. And there's the 3-point attempt from English. Put back in. And that will be 2 for Sean Huff. Now the lead is wasn't a 2 didn't count, so 15-12 it remains. Kitchen again, we have to go the long way around, have to go coast to coast, and there's an offensive foul happening right in the middle. It's one that the coaches don't normally like to see. Obviously the foul is against the opposition, not his player. So ball back with the German team, and set the play up with 1:50 to go in this quarter. It's getting his first look in of the evening. Robertson, lovely pass, just couldn't take it. Really nice pass, drilled on the bounce. Sean Huff, but Sean Huff wasn't able to carry the ball with him. Nice drilled bounce pass, which bisected 2 D-men surrounding him. 12, 1:30 remaining. Kitchen for 3, in and out. Robertson now looking for 3 at the other end. That's going to dribble out as well, but they should get the rebound. No, they won't. White ball. Gilbert Brown. Nice setup, nice foil for the big man. And Skilder-Brown goes to 8. 2 threes and a 2. Brown, lovely play. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Oh, alley-oop. In you go. So he goes to 8. He goes to 5. And we have 67 seconds remaining on the game clock for quarter number 1. Here with 5, their leading scorer. intercept by Huff. Mertz waiting for it, getting it now. Quite deep, going to have a bit of a charge. Lovely pass, lovely delivery, great finish. Pin perfect, accurate basketball, getting the 2. And here's AJ English, who adds to his tally, and that's another error by Nahariya, which might give the Germans a chance to level things here. Beautifully done, little backdoor, and perfectly put away. That's the kind of pass and conversion that makes your chest swell with pride. But another 3-point attempt. That one's going to be short again. They've not been great from that range. Either been short or just a little bit too long. Berkowitz. Another 3-point attempt. No, sure you're not. No, it'll have been 3 in a row if he managed to get that one. But, not to be for Skjoldebrand this time. Now, last offense will be Fraport Skyliners. What they're going to do with it? They're going to go for the 3 or they go for the 2? Oh, a bit of indecision, to be honest. But they're going to go to the line for 2 because there's the foul. So that'll stop the clock, so they won't actually have the ball for the end of the quarter. So there will be a bit of Nahariya possession after this, but they will have these 2 free throws to tighten the lead up to 1. Sean Huff will go to the line for 2 to open his account. This will be a good time for him to do it. First on 2. Look how fast he wants to pass on some words. You can do that in a couple of minutes' time, or a couple of seconds' time, actually. As it goes to 17-16, so that's a perfect 4 for the home side in terms of free throws so far. Now they're going to have 1 attempt, yet belatedly, and that's a long way away from troubling the scorers. And nice, tight first quarter. It took a long time really to start getting those numbers moving. 17-16, Ironi Nahariya just in front against Fraport Skyliners at the first quarter break. Let's see what the coaches have to say.
You need to be concentrated at the end of the shot, like not an easy back door and not stupid fouls that you send to the line. Not stupid foul and cheap fouls. Hey, Iran, if they press league, so come to help him.
Bring up to date on the other games, which are in action. And so the Monaco-Aris game is pretty much where we are. 23-18 Aris at the first interval. 23-8 Bambi lead the Bears. And it's 23-19 Nimbu at Helios. That's how things are. All the Group A games taking place at the same time. A couple of very well taken 3-pointers by Skjoldebrand in the first quarter. And Kiel with the 3-pointer for the home team. They've had a lot of 3-point attempts, but not too many successfully. So trying to get way over, what was it, 54 they got last time when these two teams met. So they're slightly changing their tactics from the game in Israel. That was the basket interference. Lovely move by AJ English. Try and get close to that 18 points a game. So 55 in 3 now. That name does sound familiar. His dad was AJ English too. AJ English Senior, Junior, the second, call it what you will. to the Nash. So a little interchange. Try and really just push and prod and find a way through. And Yancey Gates is so good at doing that, as he's proved so far in this campaign. To add to that tally, 4 points now, 2 twos. Been fairly anonymous for the most part, but really hasn't done much of the ball. That's about as most blatant foul as you're going to get. And Ironi Nahariya. Well, yeah, very much of an attempt to play the ball, just play the man. Max Mertz taking a little swivel on that one. That's really good play there by Yancey Gates. So strong. Ball in play with Sean Huff. Mertz goes, ooh, I thought he was going to go all the way. Instead, put it out for a three-point attempt, and that will do it very, very nicely indeed. As AJ English takes his tally to 7, and the first of 3 from him falls to level the scores. We're tied at 19. Good drive. Just couldn't quite get the arc on that shot to make sure it could drop. Well short in the end. Mertz for the home team. Have just joined us, the team in blue. The home team, Fraport Skyliners. They've got it back level, 19 apiece. Ooh, did well to recover that. Did well to get it in, but didn't get the ball in the hoop. Look at the play there. Yeah, plenty of room for manoeuvre on the three-pointer. Wasn't close to being a 2. 15 seconds shot clock. Reset for Skyliners. What's he thinking? What's he looking at? Where's he going? That's the question. Robertson's going to go all the way for 2. Took his time, picked his spot, did well, and has given the home side the lead. The first time in the game, I think. So messy the beginning of the game, I can't quite remember. But, oh, might as well take the hoop with you, Yancey. Why don't you? Two-handed jam, why not? And yeah, you quite enjoyed that. Here we go. Both hands, take it in, take the 2. Why not? 6 points. And we are tied again. I think it might be a tighter game this time round. At the moment, it's proving to be that. Both teams starting to play some decent ball now, as they weren't early on. Huff. Nearly got his own rebound, but it drops obligingly instead to Nahariya. Derwin Kitchen. Gates. Gates give it a go and actually is a bit of a shield there to stop Mertz getting close to the ball. A great rejection. And a couple of those, and that is a foul. Again, a fairly clear-cut one too. That's a really good rejection. He's doing well at both ends of the court, isn't he? Substitution. Robertson's stepping out. Morrison's coming in. And we are tied at 21. 7:21 remaining in the second. Short up. AJ English. Really what a great addition he's been. Well, I wish you could have got him earlier in the season. He might have had a big difference, and well, he's already made a big difference in the 3 games. Of course, they're looking for a 3-game winning streak here. The German team. Kitchen, good drive. Up for no points. Deserved better, but doesn't get anything. And that will be another foul. Some silly fouls at the moment, and they are accumulating. We've got early foul trouble from both teams in the first, and another one which Ironi Nahariya gets his second. And stepping out is the man who's just fouled. And ball in play. English up. Got good understanding, these two. Certainly haven't played with each other for very long. We go baseline, nice, nice, nice. Gets squeezed out. But the foul is committed. That will send home side to the free throw line. Yeah, it's kind of a little sandwich there. Morrison just not allowed to finish that move. Doesn't matter because he'll get 2 from the free throw line. I do like that free throw technique, Morrison. It's not flat. It's got a little bit of loft on it, but it's successful so far. 1 for 1. Oh, don't let me down. Oh, I thought we were going to get a commentator's curse there for a moment. I really did. But okay, got his 2 from 2, and they are exemplary from the free throw line at the moment. Everything falling. They've got that 2-point lead back again. Kitchen not been given any time to move by Mertz. Mertz is doing a good job, very good job. Going to try and pick him up again. He won't get the chance this time because he's managed to escape that trap. This is a 3-point attempt, which is going to roll out, and the foul is on AJ English. Signed on the 17th of December. He's been with the team, what 5 weeks now. Well, since he put his name to that piece of paper anyway. There's 1 back. This to tie the game. 23-22. Comfortably done. Douglas gets his first. Mertz again, double team. Doesn't matter. They get the ball away. And that's 2 more. Rolls and rolls and rolls and finds its way in. And now the lead is 3. No lead, of course, at this stage at all. Oop. Well, I think he wanted the foul. He did want the foul, most definitely. Certainly he officially wants a foul for that. Not going to get it. Not going to get it. 25-22. Chance to open up a little bit more of a lead here for the German team, who started incredibly slowly, but have now started to get into the groove. And bodies falling all over the place. AJ English was hoping to convert that opportunity, but unable to. He's not looking overly enamoured with what he's seeing from his team at the moment. Gilbert Brown has got a lightning start. See whether he can continue things here. Nesterenko into the game for the first time. And there he is, showing exactly why he's into the game for the first time. There's 2 from him. And the lead trimmed to 1. English. A lot of court time tonight, I'm sure. They need him. Mertz. There's the foul. Foul is on Nick Faust, one of the players who's played every game in the competition so far for Ironi Nahariya. There's his first foul, and that's another one from the free throw line for Max Mertz. English is leading scorers for them with 7. Ooh, no. Well, that impeccable record has just ended. It's the first one missed by Mertz. 2 points, the advantage. It may not be that way for very long here. Nicely done. Lovely, powerful, positive move on the baseline. And Stuart Douglas, well, they're 100-plus players in terms of points this season, 110. There's another couple to add to his tally. Vaughan to Mertz. It's going to have to go some now. And gets the pass away. Where's this going? Oh, it's just going left. Well, it was rocketing into the hoop, but it wasn't. Just going a little bit left. Douglas. Douglas for 3 in and out. And away with a great deal of intent comes AJ English. Before he gets a chance to release the ball, though, he gets fouled. With 4:04, it's Douglas who will look on. That foul is committed. Now, of course, we mentioned about the early foul trouble. And Nahariya picked up a lot of fouls very quickly in a bit of a rush at the end of the second. So every offensive foul now sends Fraport to the line. Sends this man, on this occasion, AJ English, to the line. That's 8 points for him now. Puts him level with Skildebrand in terms of leading scorer, and that puts him ahead of him. You can see that on the screen. Nahariya those fouled very, very quickly indeed. Frankfurt, who were also in foul trouble in the first. A few to give here. Kitchen gets the return, but is quite deep. Douglas. Douglas will look for the bounce pass inside. Beautifully done. And lovely conversion by Nestorenko. Been very good, very positive around the hoop so far. The time he's been on the court, which has not been very long. Morrison. Back to Robertson. And another easy pick. Another easy roll for Siobhan Shields. Douglas. Nice work. Positive work. Good. Bullocking work to get right the way through. And Nestorenko is the man who puts it away. 28 apiece. Coach's time.
What are we doing? Give 2 goddamn layups. No goddamn resistance at all. Come. We want to fucking play. We want to fucking play. We got 3 fouls to give. 3.
Press, heel is in, Stu and kids, ties in, Eagle, last one. Okay, we get back to 35. We get back to 35. Okay? Hey, we over the limit, so don't make cheap balls.
Now, you know what I have to say at this point, don't you? I apologise for the language, the rather fruity language of Gordon Herbert. But it's a very pressurised situation. Coaches do say things to get their teams motivated, and sometimes the F-bomb might be dropped in on occasions. I think a few of them there, I'm afraid. So that's a few in the swear box for us for the night. Hopefully not a repeat of that again before the end of the game. But there you go. I'm sure that you appreciate, A, I have to apologise, and B, I think you understand why coaches do that. Out it goes, and away it comes from Ilshofer. Wasn't quite what he intended. The intent was good, but the delivery not as good. Douglas now will take a drive, will take a... Oh, that was a betwixt and a between one, wasn't it? Right, do I go with it? No, I'll lay it off. Oh, the man I want to lay it off to is already gone, so that ball's going absolutely nowhere. So we are at a tennis score here, 30 all. And it's every bit as competitive as I thought it probably would be, and as tight as we imagined. Morrison. Vaughan. That's a nice 2. That's a nice 2. I'll give them a 2-point lead. And Vaughan just starting to pull strings a little bit more now. Kitchen is opposite number in terms of number. Douglas Douglas going to go baseline this time and draws a foul. Kwame Vaughan will get one registered against his name. It's only the, yeah, you can see, the second foul. The coach is making the point. We've got fouls to give here, boys. Nahariya did get theirs very early on. But Frankfurt have kept away from that. Maybe they've been a bit too passive from the coach's point of view. Well, it was never balanced for that shot. I thought, is that going to sneak its way in? But no, never really balanced at any point. Shields, a little bounce pass inside. Innocent looking face. Doesn't matter. So the ref's going to give him. Vesterek goes towering over the official. It's quite intimidating, that, isn't it? 32-30. Of course, every foul now, very offensive foul, is shots for Fraport Skyliners. Chance for Kwame Vaughan. So getting towards 200 points for the competition himself to add another couple. He's a bit happier now, well, a little bit. So he's ecstatic, but he looks a little bit more cheery. 88% from free throw line during the competition, this boy. And that's why he's good from that range. 4 points. 2 from 2. 4 points is now the biggest lead they've had. Lukowitz. Just had nobody to give it to, did he? Twist, turn, see who I can find, and there's the foul. Yeah, he's annoyed. It's Gilbert Brown because he wanted to do something quite spectacular with that. And in the end he couldn't because of the foul that was committed on the way. Yeah, he got a bit of the ring but didn't get any of the ball, sadly. That will be a visit to the free throw line for Gilbert Brown. And out goes Siobhan Shields, and he'll sit down at 34-30. See, other coaches are particularly happy with their team at the moment. They're not quite performing as they want them to. Well, that's to his tally. 3 so far. A bit of scoring to do to get anywhere near the 20+ he got when the two teams met back in November. So maybe more of a team effort this time. Back to 2, 34-32. Cheer up, Jordan. AJ English. Covered some court tonight, I tell you. Vaughan. Huff looking for it. Will maybe get it. He's acting as the shield, just acting as the battering ram, really trying to go through there. That's going to be out of the buzzer and falls kindly into the hands of Gilbert Brown, who can bring it through the centre of the court. Might want to go all the way himself this time. Just hoists it up, not going to get it. The other end, AJ English keeps it in play and then loses it. 2-on-1, and nicely finished off by the aforementioned Gilbert Brown, who's now starting to post up those numbers. 23 last time round when they met. 34 apiece. Vaughan will just put it back into the path of English. That's, oh, that was in an outer, and that one is an inner from Robertson. 2 points for Quintez Robertson. Well, he's been through some good and bad times here over the last 8 years. We have another break kid play. Well, a chance for the coaches to chat over.
First of all, they are foul kills, so if they make it, okay? So what if we have 1 ball, so kill on the shot clock, okay? We play the one, Ego, you make the screen away. Yeah, you make the screen away. Okay? Go to the field.
White to 5 right now. White to 5. Okay? Kwame, AJ, Ted, John, Nicholas. Okay, white to 5.
Bring up David the other scores, and Aris just in front against Monaco, 37-36. But 39-24 against the Bears, and Helios 10 adrift of Nimbu, 27-37. All of those games are in the second. They're a little bit behind us actually. Actually, the one that's finished for half time. That's yeah, Helios Nimbu seems to have finished at half time, but the others are still ongoing. And we are, of course, for another 31.7 seconds, with Frankfurt just with their noses in front. But maybe not for long. It will be a tight game by the time we get to half-time. Perhaps the Israelis can get their noses in front. Frankfurt just on the verge of foul trouble. There's another one to add. So Sean Huff will... the one who gets his name. I think Brown's got a bit of a... Has he got a hand in the face? Yes, he has. That was the follow-up, though, by Nicholas Kiel. As back in comes Max Mertz, so every likelihood we can have a tied game here going into the third. 20.3, although there'll be obviously one more offence for Fraport before this is finished. Gilbert Brown, that's another. All of a sudden, it's a lot of scoring from him. Just to tie things up with just over 20 seconds to go. First, yep, no problems there. So, now goes to 8. Scores go level. Just one more chance maybe for the likes of Bourne and AJ English. Of course with Michael Morrison as well, but got to get over. Got to keep it in that half to be able to do that, of course. Bounce pass, that's going to be short, so yes we do finish with the scores absolutely tied at half-time. And 36-36, first quarter was 17-16 to Nahariya, 20-18 to the Skyliners in the second quarter. Those are stats. Yeah, not a great deal of difference there, is there? 57-61 on twos, the threes not very impressive. The rebounds definitely better for Frankfurt. And blocks, yeah, turnovers, not a lot of difference. You see the fouls really racking up for Nahariya in that second quarter. Getting into foul trouble very, very early on. And those are your leading scorers. Another stats, English with 9, Brown with 8. Rebounds there. Those are steals, your blocks and your turnovers. No blocks yet for Nahariya. And those are the top scorers on both. With English leading all scorers with 9. Scored Brown with 2 threes in that 8. Brown has now joined him on that score. So that's the first half done and dusted here in Frankfurt. We'll have a little review of some of the best bits. I'd say it was a slow burner, very much a slow burner this game, but they got going. There's some nice basketball to watch. I think now both teams are pretty much in the groove. We'll see some better stuff in the second half. Morrison was very forceful there. Very hard man to guard when he's got that propulsion. Threes were raining in. We'll see a couple, sure, in this highlight montage for Nahariya from Skildebrand. Back-to-back threes from him. AJ English has left his mark. That's why he's the leading scorer over the first 20 minutes with 9 points. I'm not sure he actually committed a foul there, but the officials were. There's the threes I was mentioning from Skildebrand. And those who made the journey from Israel enjoying seeing that, as indeed the home fans are enjoying seeing Nicholas Keel, who had one rejection followed by a three-pointer as soon as he came on the court. This was a nice way to introduce himself to the game. Nash getting a two from him, not up two. So there's a second of the threes. They were back-to-back for Jonathan Skildebrand. He was switched a few times. Early momentum with the Israelis, and for the most part, in that second quarter, the home side have led. But at the interval, there is nothing to separate them. Time between Bears and Bambit, by the way, 46-26. Bambit by 20. Now Monaco Aris coming to the end of the second, 38-37. Monaco over Aris. We'll be back with more action from Frankfurt. Second half promises a lot, actually. I think there's a lot of great stuff still to come. And, not sure where my money is on this. I think one thing we can probably predict, even at this stage, it will be a lot tighter than when they met back in November. It was 75-54, 21-point margin for the Israelis. I don't think we'll see that. I think we'll see the Germans well over 54. Some of the big players really coming to town, including Gilbert Brown now. So action from Group A. Last games in this group. The last games, Skyliners and Nahariya. Last game for these two. Who's going to finish in 5th place in Group A? Well, that we'll know after another 20 minutes of basketball. And you'll be back with us for that in Frankfurt in a few minutes' time. Thanks for your company. Please have a beverage. We'll be back with you soon. good, don't they? Can I have some? Welcome back to Frankfurt for the second half of the last game of the Champions League group stages for the Fraport Skyliners and Ironi Nahariya. And we are tied at 36 after 2. And once again, AJ English mentioned how good he's been in the opening 3 games of the competition. He's only joined them in December. He's averaging over 18. He's halfway there at the break. He's got 9. Robertson has 7. Morrison has 6. Keel has 5. They are the leading scorers for the home side. As for Nahariya, they've got Brown now on 8. Brown on 8. Nesterenko with 2 brilliantly taken 3-pointers. Actually, 3 2-pointers, I should say. 6 and 6 or so from Yancey Yates. So this is beautifully set up, really nicely set up for the remainder of this game. It's a really odd start though, very slow. We had 5 points first 3 or 4 minutes and we thought, this might be a bit stodgy, but once we got that out of the way, it's been good. Now, we're going to hear hopefully what the coach has got to say before we get things underway again. Remember, this is for the team finished 5th in the table. Win for the Germans and they'll definitely get that. It may not be working here for the coaches. Some interesting headgear around today. Some interesting jackets. It's that time of the year, isn't it? You're not quite sure what to wear. Hello. Cold around Frankfurt. Cold around Europe at the moment. Kept a few people away as well, but this is warming us up, warming out cockles on the back end of January. And we are ready, hopefully for a slightly more lively start to the second half than we had the first. They're warmed up now, I think they're ready to go. And everything to play for. So the team who wins this is going to go out on the high. As we're sure all the 5th place finishes yet. So there'll be calculations on who finishes 5th and who goes through, of course, but likely with these, so I was doing my calculations earlier. I think it's teams who can get above them, so it's not going to be a shout at this moment. Rear ball. Kitchen for the man inside, and it's the big man inside again. We started like this with Skildebrand in the first. Morrison's going to be the man who's drawn the foul. Coaches, high intensity today. I think that's what they're looking for from their players as well. Oh, it's a good steal, good interception. Now, is Mertz going to hold on to it? Or is he going to? Yes, he is. And might as well find the perfect man to put it away. And on this occasion, it is Siobhan Shields for the 2. So first 2 points registered of this 3rd quarter. Go the way of the home side. Here comes the reply. And 2 from Nesterenko, who has been inch perfect from that range. Morrison. Robertson. A lot of time from outside here. They're going to try and get the ball inside, and they haven't got many options here. And that was a poor piece of play, really, by the home team. Never really got the coordination right in that 24 seconds. Berkowitz. That's Mark's inside. Nice distribution, and not quite the finish. One of those moves you think, deserves to have a much better finish than that, but it didn't quite get it. Mertz should just be able to keep it in his own half. Vaughan does just that. Wastes a lot of time though on this offense already. Down to 9. Here's Vaughan. Vaughan very, very deep again. They're being pushed further and further back. Robertson now has to make something happen, and nothing does happen. And the clock stops at 8:05. There is the foul. Now, something like the second quarter. You've got a lot of very quickly accumulated fouls, which had a bit of an impact on that second part of the game. Kitchen. Quite well at the moment. Kitchen pass over the top, and there's the offensive foul. It's a holding foul. Foul. It's called. A piece. A bit of movement. Does Mertz? Can you get going, please, boys? Can't do much from there. He's going to get the ball back probably from where he's standing. Here it comes. He'll go for the three-pointer, and the three-pointer he gets. His first. Very important that could turn out to be in terms of momentum here. He's got that one free throw. Now 3 points to add. And the three-point lead. It is early in this third. Kitchen. Mix of ideas with what to do, but the finger roll will do the business for Gilbert Brown. And a bit of a rip in the shirt of Max Mertz, but he only got the one to hand, so he might have to play on with that for the remainder of this game. Brown goes to double figures, goes to 10. Robertson. There's the foul. Big man with his arms aloft. 41-40. It's going to be a nip and tuck kind of game, this, isn't it? Vaughan will look to see where the options are. They have to go deep. They have to go very deep. Not what he's intending, I don't think. Shields is the man who got it. Back with Vaughan again, and then Vaughan gives it away, and then Shields wins it back again, and Shields has done really well. And put out a play. Oh, hang on. Just having a little chat. It's a very, very tight court here, by the way. So the officials and the coaches often come very close together. I think that's to do with Eric Alfasi, is my guess. Is what they're talking about. He certainly seems interested. It's not a technical, is it? Oh, okay. We're going to check something. Right. Your guess is as good as mine on this one. Critical looks on both sides as to call or non-call that was made there. Now, sadly, we don't see this. Wish we did. Oh, well, yes, we will. We will. There's no problem there. The call was made. Okay. Answer on a postcard, please. You can still buy postcards. Only on holiday, probably. Now, what is he looking for? Right, so everything's fine there, everything's fine there, everything's fine there. Right, ball goes. No, it can't be a backcourt violation, because definitely that's not happening. But the whistle goes there. Well, they're looking at it intensely. Might get the whole of Rosales, everybody's free the way things are going here. Won't be a bad thing. Now, right, so there's 4. Right, so what's happening there? Now the call. No, right, so there's no. That's fine. There's no backcourt violation there. All right. What have you decided? Cheeseburger and fries? I don't know. Let's find out. .41.40, 6:34 remaining. Okay, that's what they were checking. That's all they were checking was actually the time on the shot clock. So I think it was something a bit more complicated than that, but straightforward, nice three-point attempt, beautiful! Beautiful three-point attempt, not nice, beautiful! Siobhan Shields takes him to 7, takes the lead to 4. Straight as an arrow. No concerns about that whatsoever. Markowitz looking for, oh, they're big men. They've got a couple of big men who can post it up from three-point range. Goldenbrand's already done it twice. Whistle on the play. Camera focuses in on Derwin Kitchen. Four-point lead. Again, coming to the boil. Vaughan. A lot of time. That's nice too. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Back-to-back threes for Siobhan Shields. 43% from the three-point arc before tonight. The stats have just improved. The other end, looking for the 2 and finding no way through, but is fouled in the act of shooting is Skildebrand. Crowd don't like it. Doesn't matter what the crowd like, because he's going to go to the free throw line anyway. The 2. Long discourse between Skildebrand and Nesterenko about things. But, don't worry about it. You are going to get 2. You might well get 2 from the free throw line anyway, so don't concern yourself about it. There's the first of 2. Lead was the biggest of the game for either side there, 7 points, but trimmed to 6. And that's double figures for him as well now. He's on 10. 3 players on 10 points now. It's, it really is. One of those games that has all kinds of potential. Let's see whether that can be realised. Markowitz. Shovel bounce pass, which found its intended target. Skildebrand couldn't do anything about it. That's not going to drop. So an attempt at one end, thwarted, and the other end also doesn't find its way through the hoop, but it should do this time with Vaughan if he can get under control. Yes, nice and controlled, nice and casual, and 2 points restores the 7-point advantage. And I think we might hear some words from Eric Alfasi. Let's hope they're clean ones this time, Eric, please, as we go for the first timeout in quarter number 3.
Quick shots, man.
So Shields on 10, Paul home side, English on 9, and the 2 players on 10 for Nahariya. Brown and Skildebrand. That's how the scoring looks at the moment. So, bit of work to be done. The Israeli team would need to win this to finish above the Germans. Germans are 1 point ahead of them in the table. Of course, if it comes to head-to-heads, they finish on the same points. It will be the Israelis who would finish above them if they were to win this game. And they're looking to get 2 here. They do get 2 there. Here comes to his second phase ball from Yancey Gates. Fancy Yancey. Brings it back to 5. Vaughan. That's right into the corner. Take it baseline back out. Nice interchange of play. Beautiful. Really nice. Read each other's intentions perfectly there. If you're not going to get one, I'm going to get one. And Vaughan now goes to 9 points. Just 4 attempts has dropped, but that gives them an 8-point lead. And that biggest lead of the game is what we've arrived at now. 52-44. That will be foul on Nicholas Keel. He's back up on the court again. 4:03 remaining in the third. Becoming an absorbing game now. There he is, Santi Asari, who's been more notable for his fouls than anything else so far. It's picked up by Shields. Vaughan pushed right back to halfway, but so much time on the shot clock, he won't worry about that too much. Good rotation. What's English got for us? Well, nearly had a 3. Thought about it, wiped its feet, and out it came. 8 points, and that's a pretty clear foul by AJ English. Checking on the fouls. How much he got now? Is it 2? Yeah, both coaches looking a little bit agitated. And of course, now both sides are in foul trouble. So almost a repeat of the first quarter where they got to early foul trouble. There's Berkowitz. Free throw of the night. First time he's had a chance to go from the line, and 2 points he gets. Nahariya got a couple still to give on fouls yet. Oh no, the interception. Oh, that was the proverbial bar of soap moment, wasn't it? Have it, don't have it, and don't have it. English is going to get the ball though back. Do you know? I thought that was a. I'm sorry, it must be my eyesight. I thought it was a tear in the shirt. It's actually the logo right at the base, right by the spine there. Up goes the 3-point attempt. This one not picked up for 3, but picked up for 2 on the rebound. And AJ English goes to 11 points, leading all scorers at the moment. He's thought about dropping and changed his mind halfway through. Now Robertson, lovely distribution. Vaughan doesn't quite get it, just a bit too much oomph on that. And there's going to be no interception, it's going to be a foul. Yeah, some of the home fans are not massively happy with that, but the call was right. Well, let's have a look at this again. Oh, this is the other end. Oh, that's the foul. That is the foul. Anyway, here's a 3-point attempt. Not more. And there's the wonderful follow-up. Juggling to get it in, but AJ English did well. Smothered it in more than anything else. And of course, we're on team fouls now for the home side, so Stuart Douglas will go to the line. The lead is 8. They need every single one of these now. First season at the club for, oh dear. No, that is a poor free throw. Not to even really test the hoop. And 6 they missed. 6 bonus points they missed, which would make the lead just 2. As it is, it's 8. Unforgivable, really. There might be some penalties in football, I think. I think it's even worse because you don't have anybody up against you. It's just you up against the hoop. But it's amazing how many of the greatest players in this game always have problems from that range. Never quite worked it out myself. 2:27 remaining in the third. Home side have the advantage. Nearly had a bigger advantage, but that one came back out. Away. With purpose comes Berkowitz. Got to get it back. He's got too many options. He's got Yancey Gates, though, is a big option, and he can't get it. He's gone to the deck, and it's not been quite his night tonight. Man is averaging, what, 18 points, nearly 19 points. Hasn't quite had the involvement tonight. It's actually, to be fair, in terms of court time, he's probably not had quite as much as he usually does anyway. Up. Vaughan. Another three-point attempt. Another 3 points registered. Quantes Robertson this time. And those three-pointers are popping in from everywhere. And he goes into double figures. A lot of players in around 10 points. A few players on 10 points. And that lead now is 11. Look of an eye. All of a sudden they have opened up quite a chasm. Have the Israelis got an answer? Yeah, there's two back anyway. I'll just take a little bit of the way off it. Sitting out, we're going to come back in. Michael Morrison, 57-48. Gates goes to 10. So about all these players on 10. English is the only player at the moment who's on 11. Up it goes again, and in it goes again for three. And these are just popping in left, right, and centre. And wherever you look, at the moment, the home side are doing the business. Berkowitz. Gates. Feel that maybe he has to contribute a bit more now to try and get them back in it. That's going to go back around Stanchion. 12 points all of a sudden. Almost in the blink of an eye. 60-48. Lead last time round, or the win last time round, was 21. So, very different look to this game, the one that was in Israel in November. Every time they get into that kind of three-point range, I think they might just be firing up another one. That's another two. And the lead goes to 14. This has been a real overwhelming third for the German side at the moment. The Israelis have no reply. Santi Asari trying to set something up. That's better, low post, and there's going to be a foul, and they'll go to free throw line, but they need more than that. Tyrone Nash it is who will go to the line for two. 5.5 seconds remaining in the third. What a turnaround. What a big turnaround. It's been 24 points. Now 26 points Fraport scored in this quarter. 26 points. We've actually got better. 16, 20, now 26. Tyrone Nash adds another to his stats, but we need to get some more, probably some more outside shots, to be honest. The bonuses will help a little bit to claw that deficit back, but they're doing it on their own, and that one's not going to help at all. And they might just have one more attempt here, the home side, before they're going to get that shot off now. And they run out of time. Not going to happen. They'll take what they've got, because that's been a very, very impressive quarter indeed by the home side. 26-13, they've won it. Remember, the game was tied at half-time. All of a sudden, stats are looking much better on the left-hand side of your screen. Very good from free throw range. Not bad on 3 points now. Certainly better than they were. And rebounds. Yeah, it's about the same. No, actually, no. Frankfurt have come up on the rails on that one. Let's hear from the coaches. Let's look at the stats.
Don't start. Make it good.
One possession at a time. One possession at a time. Okay, we can't give up layups down here. Hey, no layup. Hey, if you get a front, mismatch, you gotta yell front.
Okay, so elsewhere, Monaco, leaders of the group, are beating Aris by 60 to 54. Bambit are thrashing the Bears at the moment by 72 to 45. That's coming at the end of the third. And Nimu in third place in the group, 67-50 up against Helios, and that is into the fourth quarter, 4:09 remaining in that. So that's where we stand at the moment. Now this is where Israelis have to try and remember what they did. It worked so well last time they played. They won that game by a street. At the moment, it looks like the home side are going to do that. That's not going to find its way in, and just when you need those ones to drop, they just don't. And, it's been a really good coordinated team effort by Fraport after a different start, must be said. Vaughan. AJ English. Vaughan again. Just playing for time now, really. Needs a shot, though. And that'll do. That'll do nicely. Thank you very much. I'll just take the whole of the 24 seconds, if that's okay with you. And I'll pop it in for two, and you won't have any reply. They might have a reply this time. No, they don't. See, that's what I mean. Just when you need those to drop, they just ain't doing so. There's an interception. That dribble. There's a foul. Yeah. I don't know why Robertson's so annoyed, because this is their game for the taking, to be honest. But he's not best pleased about a foul. Never happy with fouls, are they, players? But grand scheme of things, probably won't mean a lot. Jans Gates, there's the free throw line. Both of these are required. Just put a bit of pressure. Oh dear, dear, dear. Feeling that car recovery firm might be needed soon, because the wheels are falling off. Just not quite happening for them. That is normally very, very good. Actually, though, from free throw range, he isn't. That's one of his Achilles heels. You can have more than one. AJ English. Robertson. English never seems to be hurried, never seems to be rushed. Look at that's beautiful. That is really nice. And then, well, the last touch comes off him, so he wasn't able to finish that move, but he's got so much time, so much composure. Still trying to pick up that average, if he can keep his average of around about 18 per game. Wouldn't put it past him. 11 at the moment. Around, haven't seen much of him, not doing the big booming threes. There's a short two that doesn't get there, and there's I think a 3 second call. Oh, it's called a double foul, sorry. 64-49. As into the game comes Max Mertz. Not Mark Mertz, I don't know who he is, but Max Mertz comes into the game. 15 points is what Nahariya have to try and reclaim. And they haven't got long to do it. 8-12, long enough. I've seen runs before, saw runs, of course, in the third quarter from the home side, but just nothing at the moment seems to really be working for the Israelis, and they're going to obviously have to ring the changes a bit now, see if they can get something to happen. Berkovic's back in. Galvasi wants to check something with the officials. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now, they were going in the first quarter, pretty much. The likes of Schilderbrand. Not happening at the moment. It needs to happen soon. Morrison holds on to it. There's loads of time. Might as well use it. Robertson. He's going to go for the. I thought he was going to go for the three. Instead, he puts it right on the postage stamp for Michael Morrison. who says, yeah, I'll take that. Nice little 2 to add to my stats. He goes to 8. The lead goes to 17. Now, where did that come from? Suddenly not out of nowhere, but no indication of that at half-time. That would be a reset on the shot clock to 14, of course, these days. But it's tied at half-time, remember. That's 36 apiece. Well, the game has been transformed since. The team has scored 30 points since then. My team were only able to score 13 in quarter 3. There's 3 much-needed points from Faust this time. His first attempt for 3 points. And Faust gets the 3, and that will be foul on Ironi Nahariya. And a few heads going down, a few rather disgruntled-looking faces. A few arguments too. Ironi Nahariya. For Max Mertz to go to the free throw line. Not a loft, but not a lot of proper direction on that. Fans look like they're in celebratory mood. Well, I was singing the praises of the free throws from the home side earlier. So slightly rejig that. And no, out of bounds. Nick Faust. Well, at the moment, you look at this game and go, well, just about everything that could go wrong for Nahariya is going wrong. They just can't get any cohesion. And look at the turnovers. 13 to 9. Frankfurt. Vaughan. Robertson. Inside for half. Keep it inside. 7 seconds remaining. Need a shot. Surely need to get moving on this one. Long 2. Hits the ring, so reset to 24. But need some magic from somewhere. Where's the magic going to come from? From the away team. Santi Asari. That's up. That's off. And straight into the hands of somebody wearing blue. And they can break. And that's going to be Nahariya ball. Again, some of the fans thinking that a foul was committed under the hoop. Officials, yeah, well, he certainly does. He's looking back. He's looking back thinking, should there have been a call there, Mr. Official, but no, not to be. 14 points differential, 6:15 remaining on the game. Who's going to be the big man for the Israelis? Can they hold on to it? Ironi Nahariya couldn't. That's in. Nicely done. Wobbled around the jaws. But in she goes from Ironi Nahariya. And that just trims things and makes things a bit more interesting. Frankfurt have called the timeout on this one. They want to protect their lead. And it's just been reduced by 3. Let's hear what the coach has to say when he gets his troops back on the bench again.
We just go, even if they turn the screen, back up. Flat to back up, okay? Flat to back up, okay? Listen, we're careless. Hey, we gotta get more focused. We let them back in it now. Let them back in it. We gotta get focused.
Hey, we double fist. Gil, Eran, Kitch, and tie. Okay? We press. Let's try that the guard will get the ball deep here.
So for the Skyliners, 13 points now for Vaughan, 10 for Robertson, the players on the court, 10 for Skilder Brown, who's in your picture right now, and Brown with 10 as well. And Vaughan is leading all scorers on 13. Skyliners this time putting a little bit of propulsion into this offense. There's a double team and there's a foul. Santisari picks up another one. Set to 14, but it's happy to get the ball back. At the moment, it's looking good for the Germans to get 3 in a row here. Finish in 5th place, and that's going to be just off right, but they get the rebound. No, they don't. Oh, looked like somebody had just put his finger in the power socket. Michael Morrison. He went airborne when that call was made. And another one to add. I think that's 4 for him, so he might be withdrawn. And yeah, he's going. And into the action will once again come Siobhan Shields. 11 points now. Difference, and it's Israeli ball with Derwin Kitchen. Nash wants a piece of the play here too, and here he is with a piece of the play, but off the backboard it comes. Straight back to Kwame Vaughan. No, no, no! You can't do that from there. Well, he just has. Goodness me. It's the old dagger to the heart situation if you're on the Nahariya team. You think, oh, that's not going in, surely. Grant getting involved, bit of pantomime villain stuff with the officials right now, but that was quite a 3, wasn't it? From the home team. 14 points now, the advantage. 4th foul for Shields. Coach is leaving him in for the time being, though. Now, they've surely going to be going outside now, because the Sues aren't going to quite cut it. They help, but yeah, Gilbert Brown gets another couple. To add to his 10 below. Gates is now on 10. Brown goes to 12 with that. Robertson. Oh, yeah, just about got it. I'm sure he didn't take that extra step as well. Now that's nowhere near as impressive from Vaughan. It was impressive with the attempt he had a few seconds ago. The other end, not to be. And knocking down the rebounds as well for the moment are Fraport. And just taking the air out of the tyres of Nahariya. Sure that the little bandwagon can't roll. English really has impressed me, and has impressed the home fans with a shot. Do you know, I thought I was going to go in. I thought, yo, that is extracting the Michael, taking the Mickey in no uncertain terms how that gone. It didn't. Oh, 4 players collide, all go for the same ball. Meanwhile, the man who's spare gets the 3 points. That's Jonathan Skjoldebrand, and they need many more of those. He goes to 13. Now becomes the leading scorer on the Nahariya team. Vaughan's on 16. He's actually leading the scorers for the home team. Ooh, watch out behind. As Kitchen goes for a little slide. Trying to cut across the path of Kwame Vaughan. Now, we've seen some decent threes, seen some really spectacular threes in this game too, but the fouls are mounting up on both sides for getting into that foul trouble territory. And Vaughan can add to his stats with 2 here. That's the first of 2. Yeah, 17 points now for Kwame Vaughan. Takes him to 193 for the season. 200 in his sights. 194. And a lead of 10. Double-digit lead always looks more comfortable. Lead of 11, sorry, lead of 11 now. So double-digit leads all look a little bit more comfortable, especially when you only got 3:30 on the clock. And they've got to accelerate these offenses. They can't take the amount of time they're taking. They've got to get these shots in. Got to give an early little step in, little step out, a little finger roll 2-point attempt from Ironi Nahariya. So trimmed to 9, 5 points from him. Vaughan has been their standout player. Well, I've got to say, I think AJ English has been their standout player again. Just what he's doing off the ball and on the ball as well. Oh, yes, a rocket for 3. Another one launched from downtown. And Robertson goes 13 as well. They are racking up the stats. So much better than the way they played this team in November. The Ricochet comes back, but they're not getting the early shot look that they need. Yeah, that's good. And they need that. They need it more quickly. Another 2, lead down to 10. Gates goes to 12. Still around their leader in terms of point scoring with 13. Just over 2 minutes to go. Ooh, take the ball with you, but got it back. Has a look, goes inside, goes for 2. That's nice. That's nice. She was thinking all the time about 3 and thought, that's not on. I'll go for the 2 instead. Shuffles inside, shimmies inside. Siobhan Shields. And that lead goes to 12. And he goes to 12 as well. And a good interception by Kwame Vaughan. Well, so both he and AJ English. Vaughan obviously has caught the eye with the points, 18 he's got. But I've got to say, for his all-round play, AJ English has really impressed. You can see why he's been such a star of this team last 3 games. We'll take their time. Just take the time. That's what I like about this team. They're thinking, he's thinking, Vaughan's thinking. There's AJ gone now, not needed. Robertson. Oh no, I thought that was going to go too, and I thought, right, you might as well just put the lid on this game here and now. If that's the case. Vaughan. Charge underneath, another foul. Committed by Berkowitz. And this game is as good as gone for the away side. Germans will finish in 5th. Monaco looks like they're going to finish in normal or not. Winning by 15 against Aris. And it's up by 28 against the Bears. And Elias a 12 down against Nimbu. Coming right to the end of the 4th quarter there. That's nearly done, as indeed is this. Robertson looks up. Who wants it? Who wants the 3-point attempt? I do. It doesn't happen this time. They might have another. They'll get a reset. They'll get another 14. Might as well go for it. Kwame Vaughan. And fouls accumulating this time. Yancy Gates. Well, talk about Gilbert Brown, his performance last time round, where he got 23. I think he just quite make in the 20s this time, but it has been a much, much better performance by Fraport Skyliners. And the stats keep rolling on for Kwame Vaughan. Well, he's going to get into the 20s. That's 19 if he gets another one. And they'll go to 196 with this. So I think he's going to miss out on the 200, but the win is more important. 88% from free throw range coming into this game. Those stats have just improved a little bit more. Hasn't missed one tonight. Berkowitz. This is just for show, not for the dough. It's not going to happen. 26 seconds remaining. Oh, it's a world of difference from their last encounter. 54 points the Germans got in their last meeting. Like going to be high 70s, maybe 80s. They get another look at an offense, which they might, because at the moment the Israelis don't have a look on for the shot. No, so they will get a chance to get into the 80s and finish it off in style, in grand style. Not quite, but it's all academic. And just a little sneaky one at the end there. Is that going to count? Well, 78-64 is how it looks on. Yeah, that's right. The 2 does count. The 2 goes on the score, so they sneak into the 80s, and they have had a pretty emphatic 81, because that was the extra bonus point, so extra 81. So not quite the 21-point advantage the Israelis had in November when they met. But that is a very, very good reply and a very good retort. 17 points. They won by 81-64. And again, they started very sluggishly in and were trailing after the first and tied after the second. 26-13, followed by 19-15. And that has been impressive in the end. Good in all those stats. Same on three-pointers in the end. Free throws much better, and overall the rebounds went their way. Just under 1 in 4 compared to just over 1 in 4 for Nahariya. And turnovers in their favour, more fouls committed by the Israelis. And in terms of points, only one man made it into the 20s. That was Vaughan. Gillibrand, leading scorer for the away team. But another massively impressive performance by AJ English, 14 points from him. Quantes Robertson did his piece with 13 as well, and 12 from Shield. So a lot of double-figure scores on the home team, and it was a great team performance as well when they eventually got into the groove. It took a while. It was a slow burner from their point of view, but from half-time onwards, they were by far the better team, and they will finish in 5th place in Group A. Group that will be won by Monaco. 77-60 at the moment, not quite done there yet. Bears Banvit is. Banvit 92-68 winners, and still going. Helios against Nimbu, and that's 67-55 Nimbu, with only seconds remaining. So this was, again, a bit more one-sided than perhaps we'd expected, certainly at half-time anyway. But the second half belonged to the men in blue, who were able just to turn it on. And boy, did they turn it on. Some exceptional play, as is shown by 20 from Vaughan, 14 from English, 13 from Robertson, 12 from Shields. They had a couple of really dominant characters in there, but they all contributed. And ultimately, the Israelis saw the ball wobble out the jaws more often than not. So came out of that hoop. 3-point attempts, 2-point attempts, none of them really seem to register. A lot of frustration you see on the faces of the Nahariya players. And it's been a really good conclusion to the group stages of the Basketball Champions League for the Germans. 3 wins in a row. How they will be wishing that they had AJ English early in the piece, because had they done so, on this evidence, they would have been a top 4 team. It took them a while to get going though. And the problem is they were just too erratic when they needed to be more dominant. And the same could be said, I suppose, of the Israelis as well, but it's been a really good game. So if we discard the first maybe 4 minutes of the game, they're on in. Some excellent stuff and some excellent contributions. So I hope you've enjoyed what we brought you from Frankfurt tonight. And we'll look and see how it all shapes up when the draw is made. Next time, of course, there will be seeded teams as well. Top 2 will get seeds. So teams will not be featuring in the top 4. This 5th place is where the Germans finish, at 6th for the Israelis. It has been a really enjoyable night of basketball in Frankfurt. Hope you've enjoyed it. And some anxious looking faces there, but they're pleased, they're happy, they've got the job done. And those who are here to witness it will have enjoyed their night. They'll go back out into the cold, because it is cold outside in Frankfurt. Nice and wrapped up, but warmed by the performance of their team, and they'll hope for better from them next season, now they've had the experience of this season. So for me, Bob Ballard, the Basketball Champions League team. We'll be back with you for the knockout stage next. Take care.